offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Play action. It's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He uncorks it for Snead. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Throwing on second and 14. Wilson moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Here's Carson, and he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. That's caught by Hollister. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Only a yard on the 3rd down throw, and that leads to a 4th down. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be second down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On first down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. To try again after the sack. Wilson, this complete to Lockett. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On third down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They run again with Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney, his second sack of the night. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now it's Jackson, and this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on 3rd down. Wilson, he lets it fly for Lockett, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Returnable for Thomas. It's a 69-yard punt. 69 yards. Wow. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Here they come. 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Jackson now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
He may try and run for this. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Here's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far.